Okay, second tray of chicken is ready. Just put the taters on the oven, on the stove. Corn is on. And I just put the bread in the oven. Well, that one's even gotten fatter since I stuck it in the oven. And the other. That's the first tray of chicken. It's about half cooked by the time the bread is ready. The chicken will be ready. Corn and smashed taters will be made. So, we'll be good. I'll have some fat bread. Dinner so far, and then this tray will go in as soon as the bread gets pulled. Yay! Now to start dessert. Hey guys, it's Rebecca. In today's video, I'm actually just showing you kind of how I make my own like mashed potatoes. Please excuse the voice. I've been coughing and sneezing since I woke up. I have a bunch of ingredients that I use on the pretty standard for my, mashed potatoes and things that I like to add to give them more flavor and things like that. And because I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone while I'm doing this, I ended up, actually that's Samantha March right there. I didn't put the sound in for this, and there is another clip that'll be coming up that does still have sound where I'm walking you through how I make gravy. But basically, I am not vegan. My father isn't vegan. We're not vegetarian. We just don't eat a lot of red meat at all. And our diet mainly consists of chicken. So I add butter, sour cream, mayonnaise, ranch dressing, like crumbles from Badia. I do salt, pepper, minced garlic, and then you can see I'm adding cheese here, and then I added half and half. I will come back after I make the gravy. I forgot that I show you the spread first before I get into making the gravy. So this is just me getting the rest of the things set up, and then I give you a tour of what we ended up doing for what most people would consider Thanksgiving. Here is the spread. I still have to make gravy really quick, but I wanted to show you guys. Cranberry sausage jelly, smashed taters with cheese, like gooey cheese, the corn, the bread, which is good, and the meat. So I'm gonna make the gravy with you on here. Oh, and desserts in the oven. And because things got really loud with me moving things and whatnot, I went ahead and muted the sound behind this and sped it up. I was basically just getting things ready and prepping things so I could, make the gravy. Gravy is like super easy to make. Some people make it a little bit different. And because I did seasoning on the tray, that's why I didn't add a whole lot to it, and I explained why. You can make gravy two ways. You can use cornstarch or you can use flour. I'm going to use a little of both. And because there were seasoning in the chicken and whatnot, you don't need to worry about salting this at all. Do a little at a time so don't get chunky and lumpy. 6 minutes till dessert's ready. Need a little bit more. It's not quite thick enough. process goes on my mixer, but it works. And there's gravy. Just thick enough, and there will be more juice off the chicken that's currently in the oven cooking, but about 3/4 of a cup. And whatever you do, clean as you go. Now, because of the lack of light in the kitchen, I ended up muting the sound out of here. Everything is dark. Okay, so back to the mashed potatoes. I add basically everything and the kitchen sink. I add Himalayan sea salt. I add pepper. I do garlic. Sometimes I'll even throw like garlic cloves in the water while they're boiling and then just kind of blend it all together. But I find that sometimes that boils out some of the garlic flavor. I mean, granted, it does go into the potatoes, but then the garlic is kind of bland, so it doesn't have the kick that I want to it. I do a lot of garlic in my cooking. I really like garlic. Butter, half and half. Sometimes, you know, if I don't have enough half and half, I use milk. I do sour cream and mayonnaise to add a little bit of tart, but also creaminess into the smashed taters. And I mean, you can make mashed potatoes all different ways. Sometimes I add a little bit too much moisture, like a little bit too much half and half to the mixture, and they're a little bit on the thinner side. So by adding cheese, it just kind of makes it a little bit more dense. This batch of mashed potatoes lasted us about a week and a half because I made so many. But you know, I love mashed potatoes. My dad loves mashed potatoes. So this is just how I make them. I am from the South. I know people make them different in other locations. I do a lot of things like seasoned salt or season all. I do a lot of tarragon in my cooking with chicken. Like I said, I love garlic. Sometimes I actually think I threw in some chives at some point. Chives and potatoes are also really, really good. It helps bring out the flavor of the potato itself. And I figured I would just show you guys what our version of Thanksgiving is like. We're part Native American, so we don't technically celebrate. I'll poke down on that tray. They're carbon. That's my piece. It kind of fell apart. I was trying to... grab the gravy for me. Let's get it out of there.
It's my gravy?
Oh.
It's grease. It's ready.
Landed on my thumb. And don't eat the leaves. Those are bay leaves.
You say so. Chicken. Chicken, chicken. Chicken. Brown thing.
See, they still ain't done. I just touched one. And I don't think I put enough cheese in the,
Is it yum?
Yeah, in the
I hate it when you don't put enough cheese in the oven.
I gave you stabby thingies. Oh. Oh, that's what I forgot to get out. forgot to do broccoli. That's what I was like, wait a minute, where's the green stuff? I forgot to do the green stuff. It's my fault. I need a new turn knife. And this is the dense loaf.
This one?
Yeah, the one that I sliced. It's the first loaf I made. The other one rose up a little bit better. I still think that
You got butter on your corn.
I sure as fuck did.
Jesus.
Got more butter on my corn down here. I'm supposed to butter it even more. Turkey. I'm gonna wrap the wrapper, or rip the wrapper.
Rip the wrapper. Rip wrap.
I ripped the wrapper.
You got rip wrap? Rip wrap.
You got that butter on my fingers.
Oh, God. Again?
As much as I wash my damn hands today, it shouldn't fucking matter at this point. It's a piece of bacon.
Stole my bacon.
I sure did. I didn't have any on mine. There's bacon pieces all over it. Oh, that's the good stuff. I'm running out of plate, Eddie.
Like a personal problem. You need something.
I'm still doctoring stuff. What am I supposed to eat? Oh, you know what? I got the wrong pepper. That was my pepper for cooking. I need the right pepper.
Oh, well. That's what you put out.
I just peppered the cranberry sauce. Oh well, I'll still eat it.
At least you didn't cranberry the pepper sauce.
And I got smashed taters on my corn now. So this is the end. These are like the pictures and stuff that I took while I was cooking. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of insight into my kitchen. I love to cook. I love to bake. Hopefully, you know, those of my friends and family that have eaten something I've made would agree with me that I am at least a halfway decent cook. Unfortunately, I did not learn cooking from my mother. I learned from my grandmother and my father. My mom burns water. So I did not learn cooking from her, thank God. I also did not learn gardening from her because she kills everything. She has a very black thumb. She can't even get dirt to grow, which thankfully I'm really good at getting dirt to grow. Sometimes there's stuff growing in dirt. I'm like, where did that come from? It's a sealed container. So yeah. Mysteries of science. Because this is like really disjointed with me coming in and talking at different parts, the entire spread and my dad and I dishing up our plates and the tete-a-tete that we had while we were doing that and his snide comments. He always makes rude comments about my cooking. He doesn't realize how hurtful some of the things are that he says to me, and when I point them out, he gets very angry and defensive, so there's no point in arguing with him or trying to point out that he is incorrect in his statements and or rude. So I've just learned throughout my 40 years of experience with my father that some things are just, you know, if you don't want to start a fight, don't say anything. And if you want to have an argument and a really pissed off little German guy, then keep running your mouth. So it is what it is. My dad does not back down from things at all. That's just who he is. He had a rough life growing up, and I've had people ask about why my dad doesn't like mustard. When he was a child, it was used as a form of abuse on him. So my dad does not like mustard at all. He also does not like vinegar because they forced him to drink an entire bottle of vinegar one time. It's not technically harmful, but it can make you very sick. Same thing with consuming large amounts of mustard, like an entire bottle. So my dad doesn't do yellow mustard, and he stays away from a lot of things that have vinegar in it. So there's that. For those that were curious and that asked why my dad didn't like mustard. So if you want more like cooking videos or anything like that, let me know. Usually I bake chicken about every 2 weeks, and I season things differently every time I do it. It's pretty much the same. You know, I prep the pans, I put the chicken on, I put more stuff on it. I'm constantly washing my hands because I'm super anal about that. If anybody's ever had salmonella poisoning, you'll understand why. My biggest key that I want to teach people about cooking is clean as you go. My grandmother always said that it made things easier, and when you just want to sit down for a minute after everything is like cooking or whatever while things are going, if you clean as you go, it's less work at the end, less dishes to do, less cleanup, less things to put away. So if you notice, as I use things, I put them back. So I would use 2 or 3 things and then open the fridge and put them back in. And my fridge in the house is always stocked. The fridge in the garage is always stocked. There's never any reason for anybody in this household to ever say that they're hungry, because there's always something to eat. You might not want to eat what's there, but you know, at least it's there. So nobody in this family has ever had to go hungry, because both of my parents have had times in their lives where they have gone hungry. So they know what it's like to be hungry, and they never wanted their children to go through that. So that is why there's always fixins for something in the kitchen. Anyways, if you guys want more baking videos or anything like that, I will have to figure out a better light setup. Maybe I can bring my ring light out there and set it up so that it shines on my workspace or something. But let me know what you guys think. I've always told everybody on this channel that I am more than just makeup, and I have a bunch of different things that I like to do, that I enjoy to do. And if this is interesting, then let me know. Some people are like, well, you got to put that on your second channel. Well, you know, I might just also upload it on my second channel. But you know, this is where the majority of people are, and sometimes people get curious about people's lives, and I have no problem sharing. I'm pretty much an open book. People can ask me just about anything, and if you offend me, I will tell you right the fuck off. So there's that. Anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. I am, you know, happy to share my cooking and some experience that I have with working in a couple of different cooking type fields or baking. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you in another video. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. Bye.